Hi guys, Casey here, Corporate Country Girl. Have you ever had, well, I'm sure you've had, times where you just are craving something, but you might not have all the stuff to make it? Today is one of those days for me. I was really feeling my peanut butter Thai sauce. Usually I put over pad Thai noodles, but again, I don't have any of those. So we're going to do brown rice, chicken, and the peanut Thai sauce. But again, I have nothing Asian in my pantry today. So we're going to start with making a red chili sauce. And then we're going to take some of that and make it into a sweet chili sauce. I do have some coconut milk. And then so we're going to mix that in with it and some good old peanut butter and maybe some wine to thin it out a little bit. And so that's how we're going to make our peanut sauce today, pretty much all from scratch. And then we're going to brown up some chicken and put that in there and our brown rice. So fingers crossed it all goes well. You can follow me along. So I have about a pound of pepper or chili peppers. These are just, I bought them in the Mexican section of the store. They've been sitting in my pantry for a while and I didn't know what to use them for. So this is a perfect opportunity. So you take off the stems. And then you mix it with 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. Again, I don't have any right now, so I'm going to use apple cider vinegar with a little bit of sugar. And it says about 2 cloves of garlic. I probably more than two cloves there, but I like a lot of garlic in my food. And some lime juice. Okay, so we're gonna blend this up in our blender until it's the consistency of a paste. And then I'll put some in one of my mason jars and take a little bit for my other sauce. Okay, part 2 here. We got our chili paste is made. It made, I think this is a half of a pint of a jar, a little less. But boy, is that stuff potent. So now we're going to use it to make our sweet chili sauce. So I have a pan here on the stove. Turn it on to probably low. And so we're supposed to mix together 1/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup of rice wine vinegar. Again, I'm using apple cider vinegar instead. 1/4 cup of sugar. 1 tablespoon of our hot chili sauce. So we're going to mix this together until until the sugar is all dissolved into the water. This thing is bowed. That's sitting better. I'm just going to whisk this until that sugar is completely dissolved in there. And then we do have, I already mixed together half of a tablespoon of cornstarch and 1 tablespoon of water in here in this cup. So after that sugar finishes dissolving, I'm going to put this in there and continue to stir it, bring it up to a simmer. And we should see the color. Right now it's kind of cloudy color because of the cornstarch. So once it starts moving clear, once it's all the way clear, then we can serve it. Okay. So we are going hot and heavy right now. We have so many different pans going. So where we left off with this, our sauce, I actually ended up doubling the recipe. And so I added double of everything else and then 1 tablespoon of, well, the pre-mix of, which is now, after doubling it, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. Mixed it all up, and then after my sweet chili sauce was ready, then I mixed that in there to thicken it. Then after that, I mixed about 1.5 cups of peanut butter in there. And now we're going to do 1 can of coconut milk. Let's keep that slow and low. And I've also been on a big sesame kick lately. My newfound favorite thing, especially when doing rice with the Asian dish, is I actually mix a little bit of sesame oil in with my rice. And it prevents sticking, or at least helps. And it adds a really nice flavor. So that's what I've been doing. I have a thing of brown rice right here. It's made per the recipe, 2-to-1 with a little bit of extra sesame oil into it too. So it adds that nice extra flavor. And then here in our cast iron, we have some chicken that I am frying up in a mixture of sesame oil and extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to finish this up, put it on a plate and put it in the toaster oven just to kind of keep it warm. And then we're going to do a white wine reduction in here and do some green beans. And then we're going to top it all off with some toasted sesame seeds. Did I mention I like sesame? We have more than enough here for tonight's meal, and I'm going to do some food prepping. So hopefully I'll get this a couple more times this week, which would be awesome. So we're going to top the green beans with the sesame seeds, and then I actually have my little jar here. I sprouted my own mung bean sprouts. So we're going to top the rice bowl, the peanut sauce chicken rice bowl, with some home sprouted mung bean sprouts. Okay, lots going on here. I've swapped out the chicken for the green beans. So I ended up adding 1/2 cup of white wine and a whole bunch of ginger powder. I sauteed some garlic in the oil. Added my green beans. I've been on and off putting a lid on top of it to kind of steam it. And I just put some sesame seeds on here. So we're going to stir those around. No oil, no nothing, just toasting the sesame seeds. Our rice is pretty much done. Our sauce is pretty much done. Turn that down. It's kind of splattering all over me, and I couldn't find a lid. So we're using a fry pan as a lid. Gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm just going to stir these sesame seeds around. Let them toast. I have my oven or my stove right now on ultra low, just because I really don't want to burn these sesame seeds. It all smells delicious. Ginger and the sesame and the peanut, and that sauce actually has a really nice taste to it. I ended up adding 1/2 cup to that as well. Or it was 1/2 cup to that, 1/4 cup to the beans. And just that extra little bit adds a nice lightness and crisp and a little bit of fruity, citrusy taste that I've never had before. It's definitely a little bit thinner than a consistency that I normally do. Normally it's a super thick, very peanut buttery, thick sauce. So it's kind of nice for a change to have it a little bit on the thinner side. And these are almost done. I might just put a lid on those, turn them off. That pan will stay warm for a while, so it should take care of itself, and just keep cooking a little bit so I can focus on these sesame seeds. Turn them up a little bit since I have my full attention. Alright, I have recovered the chicken from the toaster oven, and we are ready to serve up. It looks delicious. All of our lids. Pretty sure dishes will take up half of the dishwasher just for this one meal, but at least we got extras for later. Get some rice. Sesame smells so good in there. Top of this chicken. And sometimes I actually do the sauce, the peanut sauce, in a bigger pan, and then I mix the chicken into it and I get it all sauteed in there and soak up that good flavor. This time I just didn't. Okay. Get a bigger spoon. A needle. So my peanut sauce actually did thicken back up after it's been sitting here. Which is a shame, but it still has that good wine flavor to it. Just a little bit thicker than I had planned. Ginger, sesame, green beans. And some of those pesky sesame seeds. Last are mung beans. Okay. That look delicious. I tasted it. It does.